welcome. And maybe even good night. I don't know where Randy is. Is it nighttime? It is, huh? Yeah. No. Eva, did I see your hand up? Yeah. Multitasking.
And a lot of people.
Wait a second, I can't really hear you. Not sure.
Maybe like now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's better.
Yeah.
Hmm. Mm.
The last days have been, I feel like a lot of things happening.
Sorry for laughing, but it's so beautiful, you know, how a sentence or something starts and then it just fades out. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah. It's so beautiful to feel or notice how it, I mean, just that's what I'm feeling sitting with you. How, you know, all this, whatever goes into every corner and rhymes, thought forms, beliefs, ideas that it has about itself, and that it tries to, but at the same time, there it comes, it stays at home. It can do its thing. It does anyway. It does its thing or constantly. And then we're coming.
Yeah, that is what I can feel when I'm sitting with you. Then, or actually, yeah, like if you then all of it is it doesn't matter so much.
It's just wonderful to from here to see that it has its own momentum, doesn't it? It does what it does. You can be the best yogi or yogini, or you can practice, you can train your mind, you can train your body, you can do everything you want to. Yeah, and then there's just this moment where there's clear seeing of, yeah, we can say nothing matters, but that's also not true. It does matter and it doesn't at the same time. Huh? It's like one is nothing without the other. At least that's how it looks from here. I mean, it just does what it does. And with luck.
I can feel it so good when I'm like so well when I'm sitting with you, and or yeah, and actually I think even when we are sitting in a context like this, I can really feel it. It's when I'm alone that yeah, I just get caught up in the body feels somehow, it feels, yeah, I don't know what happened actually. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
What happened? Yeah. You know, why not? Let's look from here. What actually happens? Because right now we're not caught up in any idea.
No.
No.
It's just, I think that it is like that the body is like picking up on all kinds of things and tries to make sense out of it all, and or makes like stories about it all, or like on some things of course it sticks and it wants to respond, or yeah, just yeah, it's really about nothing.
Yeah. And it comes, I mean, that's what I'm noticing in my system, or here, is it always comes with a sense of I, with that sense of I that has a doership.
Yeah.
That thinks that it's in charge, that believes that it has to do something, that believes, that has all kind of ideas and, you know, should be's and could be's and just the whole thing. And then it starts chasing its own tail.
Yeah, and
and then there's an Ava, then there's a Meike.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and this is really good. So then everything is okay again. So
yeah,
it just needs, or
so sometimes I'm pretty sure that's for you also like that. Sometimes there's a seeing that it just does all those things. Is that true?
That is?
That it is doing what we were just describing. Sometimes it sees, there's another thing of it. Is that true?
That you mean like that,
Yeah.
that I can see it, that it's happening.
In the midst of it.
Yeah. I will
that
just
you see it.
Switch off this thing because it makes so much noise.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better. Washing machine. It's going like so loud.
So in the midst of all those movements of ideas and I thoughts and belief in I, there is a seeing that it's doing it by itself?
Yes, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's all, Eva. That is from where I'm looking, that one can receive, even in the midst of it doing what it's doing. Wow.
Yeah, I can feel it in a way of maybe that's the same of like that I feel the bigger perspective of like I can see that that this body is not like separate or something, but that it's like part of a like a I don't know, but that it's yeah, maybe that's the same as feeling as I know that it's not me doing anything. It's just life. Um, yeah.
Yeah. If that is seen in the midst of all the movements, I don't know of anything better.
It sometimes feels really as a relief somehow than to talk about it if I feel like a very intense period or like more of this happening, then it feels like a relief to talk about it with others, and if they have it too. But maybe that's also because actually there's maybe pretty much always something intense going on. So yeah.
It is. It's, you know, and why not? Why not having conversations about it? If it's difficult, you know, if it feels difficult, why not? Wherever it finds relief and release, why not? Why not? When we sit together, you see the bigger picture. When it pulls itself into that turmoil that's the norm in a certain way, find relief wherever. You know, if you have a headache, take a painkiller. No, just why not? Why not? It's like, whoa, my system is freaking out, or my body, or me, the sense of I is freaked out. Is there a hand? Is there anybody out there? Is there something? From here, when we look from here, we see there's nothing needs to be done. But from in there, you know, wherever it finds support to have an easy life, why not? Why not? Having an idea that it shouldn't be like this is also a joke, isn't it? It's torture. It's like sitting in the fire and the pain of it. Doesn't make sense. So it all has its place, doesn't it? When the baby, you pick it up.
Yeah.
If you can. Yeah.
And I'm also amazed like how connected always everything is, like because I do feel sometimes that it's me or something, and then yeah, like someone calls me or texts me, and then there's something really going on with like sometimes I have yeah, like for example with Andres, I have that sometimes that I think that my head starts to go in like all kinds of stories about um well, I should just go somewhere else, or like this is not okay. And then yeah, and then yeah, then he was just, and then he just texted me or something. And so it's also this interaction between the energies or whatever. It's so interesting to see how this system responds to yeah. Yeah. The same. Huh?
That makes it interesting, huh? That makes life interesting.
That we're also connected is, yeah, of course, I know But then to experience it like that is so magical. Like also with my dad or my stepmom, like yeah, it's just yeah, yeah, we are so connected, all of us.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I is really, really nice.
Say again.
No, I is really, really good.
Yeah, yeah. No, I is really, really nice. And sometimes that I is also nice. You know, when it gets a bit, you know, when Ava, the physicality and all of her is there, it can be also nice. You go for a swim, for example, you know, have a nice dinner with Andres. Yeah, also nice.
But then actually, there's still not no I.
Yeah, it's true. That's just so beautiful when that is seen, because then you can play. You
Yeah,
can just do
exactly.
its
Then
play.
it's yeah, that's what I mean. Like then it makes it all
Yeah.
so different. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, that is grace, isn't it?
Yeah, and then it's actually really funny. Like even the things that I see, that were happening when that sense of I is there, or then it's like, oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really, really funny what it comes up with, huh?
Oh, it's really, really creative. It's so like it's so clever.
It's
Like,
so intelligent.
oh,
It tricks itself
oh,
constantly. It tricks itself.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then like when you see it again, then also it's like yeah, I guess it does do something that it comes up with something again and again, and then I yeah, like I guess I do start to feel that it's a little bit going less, in the, but yeah, also that we don't know. It can change again, but yeah,
I wouldn't entertain those
no,
ideas or thoughts. How does it feel when that gets entertained?
yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And it creates an idea that it should be different, huh? That it should be different, that it could be different, and that there's somebody that is in charge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again, yeah,
Yeah. Just seeing and yeah, focusing on what is really important. I wouldn't spend a moment. I mean, that's what my system is practicing. Not spending a moment in what it could do differently. No way. When it sees, it leaves it alone and it focuses on that which is interesting, which is love and peace.
yeah, I like that.
And yeah,
So
and
it's
the
actually
next
not
door open.
entertaining any thought like about that.
Anything,
No,
anything other than truth.
yeah,
Not entertaining anything other than truth in thought form. You will watch it all, you notice it all, but don't touch it. I mean, that's what also the sages say. It's it's nice to really get a sense of what they actually mean about it. You see how it appears, you see how your system perceives, you see how so-called others perceive, and you don't touch us. You focus only on what's interesting and important to you.
And the truth is actually
That's,
that we really don't know anything.
yeah.
If like, isn't it? Yeah. Because that's what, when I sit with you like this, then also all those questions are not there. Like there's just, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah, because there was one thing, if I can tell one last thing about, like, with Andres, for example, that we spoke about it also.
And Eva,
Yeah.
Eva, just wait 1 second. Yeah. Just see if it's possible, if you like that invitation, because, it's very obvious when, you want to tell something, you want to share something, and your whole attention goes there.
Mm-hmm.
And it misses actually the connection here. We all do that. I'm just pointing it out. Let's just see if it's possible to speak it and still be here. Yes. And I hope I didn't overstep anything, because I really want to hear. But I also love that when you share with us, that you're not leaving us while you're speaking.
It's also because maybe it's a bit, I find it a little bit scary to share it.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're sharing actually the real thing. Now there comes what's underneath. So now you're actually starting to share. Now you've got our attention, I tell you. Now it starts breathing here. And now it went directly a step deeper. Let's just see, if words come to that, and it's really not necessary, but if they come, go really, really slow.
Yeah. So we spoke about actually what, like, if you can say anything about other than, okay, I like to be with you right now.
Mm-hmm.
But, I cannot say anything else. And for me, that's actually really true. Because, but there are like all these ideas about having to give commitment or something, or, and then if someone doesn't do that, then that means something, that you're not valued enough. But actually, yeah, but somehow I think something in me needed to speak it, to check it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it's actually, for me, it's more honest to say that, because that is the truth. You can say all kinds of other things, but we really don't know. You can only say that's how it feels right now, or that's how it feels for me, like I want to. But yeah, it only actually means that, oh, I feel good with you right now. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because maybe it's really, really weird.
I totally understand what you're saying now. Yeah. See, I mean, with words, and we know the mind is unreliable. It changes. It changes everything just a million times a day. You know, I love you, I hate you, I want to be with you. No, I never want to see you again, but oh, now I want you again. I mean, you know, it just goes like that. So it is unreliable in a certain way. So,
And
you know, what can we commit to actually? What can we commit to?
and exactly because we are not even doing it, isn't it? So like life will do what it does anyway. We really don't know.
Yeah.
That's also I realize that now. Like we can say anything, but we don't know because it's
Yeah.
not up to, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. We don't know, and we can't also overstep that there's a longing in
Yeah.
most of us. Yeah. That there's a deep, deep longing for so-called commitment.
That's the thing. And now I understand because it's so confusing. Because at one point I really understand
Yeah.
that, and then I also feel
Just
something.
go very, very slowly here, Eva. Very, very slowly. Yes, let's just go very slow. So you see, we're coming to the core of this conversation. Yeah. Yes. So there is, you know, there are these two sides. There's that whoa, so wants to be fully met, fully met, so that it just can let go into truth in a way, into dissolving. So there's both. And we, you know, we kind of trying to get it by making commitments, signing contracts, telling each other, I will never leave you. But then we notice next moment, oh gosh, what did I do? What did I say? I actually, oh, how can I get out of this? But
Yeah.
then next moment again, oh man, I so want to be with you. Yeah. So that's where we find ourselves, huh?
And is
Most of
that,
us.
yeah. And I'm really, really happy to that we that we speak about it because
Yeah.
yeah, this is actually what is going, and I don't understand the longing in this thing, like how to give that a place,
Oh,
or
yeah.
what to do with that.
Yeah. Oh, how wonderful. So let's just be with that longing here together with all our beloveds.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure each of us knows this longing, included the Meike body. She also knows about that. That deep, deep longing to be fully met. Seen, met, all of it, just so that he, it can fully relax into nothingness.
And the thing is that when it is fully met, actually it doesn't need all this. I can feel that now, that it actually doesn't need all this ideas about, oh, we're gonna live happily ever after, or because then it's actually already fulfilled in that moment. But I don't understand then why there, yeah, somehow then there's something, if that happens, that doesn't feel met, or that there's something there. And maybe is that then a little one, or is that,
Yeah, we can say it like that. Let's just from another perspective. The moment there is a sense, the tiniest sense of separation. You could say that if it's a little one or an older one, doesn't much matter what age, it starts screaming, I don't want to be separate. I don't want to be separate. It is agony, anxiety, it is depression, it is terror, it is hell, the tiniest little bit of separation. Felt sense, idea, whatever you want to say. Then it wants a partner, then it wants a friend, then it starts running. It wants a new car, it wants a new relationship, it wants 5 men, 5 women, 5 transgenders, like whatever it is, it starts
to look for a
running.
solution. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Looking for how to get rid of that tiniest little bit of separation. It's like, oh, I've fallen in love now. Oh, all those chemicals going through the body. Oh, it's you. It's you who fulfills that longing. Finally, I found you doing that to me. Oh, yum. Now, how do I keep you? How do I keep you? Now I have 2 separate beings, actually, you and me. Just a few chemicals running through the system and the idea that it's fulfilled. But it's not. At least in my experience, the moment there's the tiniest sense of separation, that I am a separate entity, I will start running to look for that place where that dissolves. And it can't in this realm where we find ourselves, in that mindset of you are Eva, I'm Meike, and here are all our friends.
If we search for it
kind of be, we can't. It will, at least from where I'm looking, it's not possible. It's not possible. You will never get it. And you can wrap your mind around it and say to your partners, oh, I can't commit, I can only commit to truth. Well, it's all a lie, actually, from here, isn't it? It's all a lie. It's all a mental construct.
So this recognition of exactly. So when it starts doing what you say like this, then it always comes from a sense of separation. And you don't maybe even have to know them, because the only thing that you can recognize is that, oh, there's like apparently some sense somewhere of separation.
Yes, exactly.
Because then it kind of, there's no solution needed. It's just this sense, which is actually
just the seeing of it.
Yeah.
Just the seeing that this is how it separates itself and starts producing longings and desires and the whole movie.
And the feeling where it comes from, we don't know, right? Like, can be anything. Yeah.
Somehow it does it that way. It likes to entertain itself, obviously.
Yeah. Otherwise it would be so boring if you feel fulfilled all the time.
It goes into movies for that. It pays money for it. It pays money for big entertainment. Oh gosh, a beautiful love movie when the whole movie theater, everybody crying and everybody, oh gosh, that was so beautiful. And then you go home and you feel all alone again.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess that's right.
Yeah.
I guess.
Or we make this a big thing about like marrying, or it's like this whole big party or whatever, and then but actually, yeah, what does it all?
Yeah.
We can all do those kinds of things. No.
Nothing wrong with that. Why not? Even why not?
But it doesn't change.
At the same time, if there's at the same time the knowing and seeing that it's all made up.
You can just entertain yourself, like while you're here anyways. You can just make
That's
a good
what
time,
we
but
do
make
anyway,
you
isn't
feel
it?
good. Yeah.
Even this
Yeah.
conversation, nothing else. It's also nothing else.
But that's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Somehow, yeah, I mean, it's an amazing makeup. It's an amazing creation.
I'm so happy
Somehow
that
it
you're
created.
there.
Yeah,
All of
I'm
you
so
are
happy
here.
you're there. Yeah, see, now some happy chemicals move through. Yeah, it creates constantly. Yeah, something new. Endlessly, endlessly. And I mean, I'm just always coming back to the grace of seeing it, seeing what it's doing. Far out, far out. How it convinces itself of being separate is just, it's just.
Do you feel that also sometimes? Like you
Of
experience?
course,
Okay.
of course. It's like, it's like physicality does that. That mindset of physicality does it. It's like, baby grows in the mother's womb, and at first it's very, very close, but at the same time, it's already a separate being. So, and then you see, then it comes out separate being at first, very close, and it goes further away, further away, further away. I
Yeah.
mean, that's kind of the world we live in. Huh? The world
And now
we
I can
live in
see.
is
Yeah.
the
Sorry.
world we're living in is boxes or things. It's separated itself. I mean, sometimes when you take some medicines, or you can see how it all is connected, how it all moves in each other, through each other, and you can get a sense of the interconnectedness. But if you don't see that, it really feels real that everything is separate. A rock, my God, a mountain, a tree, everything is kind of separate. That's the realm we find ourselves in mostly. If there's no seeing of anything else, it will believe it forever.
And and I think that question comes also from that I asked you, that was that somehow in me there was this unconscious idea of that feeling of separateness should not be there anymore. Like that, that I have to find a solution for that. But that's actually not that.
Yeah.
So that's really nice. I think that is why I asked the question, because it's not about that. Yeah.
No, no, you can't do that.
No, it doesn't
It's
matter.
not possible.
No.
No. It's just lucky when you see, oh, wow, it looks like Andres is the one that gives you all the sense of connection. And you see, wow, it's not up to him, it's not up to you, it's not up to anybody. There's a sense of separation, and with luck, there's a hand somewhere where you can hold on for a moment. Oh gosh, yes, now I can feel again. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
That's
know
what
that.
we do for each other.
Yeah, and it's also what comes up was this thing that I think it was Ramana was that saying that he said, like, that he could, that he was still longing for the mountain or something. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I have not heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be. I don't know.
No, that sense of longing. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, that sense of longing is there. I have not met anybody who doesn't have experienced it. And I don't know if it will ever stop. I don't know. It's just so, again, I mean, you know, it's just so much grace when there's a seeing. There is no separation, and sometimes it feels like separation. There is no separation, and then it feels like separation. You know, Nisargadatta, my favorite quote, comes in again. When I know that I'm nothing, that's wisdom. When I know that I'm everything, that's love. And between those, my life flows. It goes backwards and forwards and up and down, roller coaster and calm, all of it. And the seeing that it has nothing to do with anything. It just does that thing.
Yeah,
longing, desire.
Yeah, and that longing that sometimes if it's not recognized like that, it makes you run, or like makes, like with me, it goes into, oh, I have to do this, or it makes you chase all kinds of things. Yeah, that you think, oh, that exactly that this is what yeah.
And you see. Yeah. And you see it. Yeah.
Thank you for spending so much time.
Oh, what a beautiful conversation. What a beautiful conversation. Thank you for bringing this. So beautiful.
Yeah, really great.
I learned so much in conversation. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe the most important thing, you know, and I'm also, you know, with this body, mind, that there is nothing wrong with it, ever. This is how life made this. Nothing wrong with it, ever. There was no choice in anything from the get-go, at least as far as I can see. There are some people who say that there is a choice, I know, but that's not my experience. So for me, it's not, I would have never chosen like this, never. So anyway, for my system, it doesn't look like that. But there are some people that talk about that you have choice. So you have to find that for yourself, like everything. You have to find out what's true here. And what's true here is that it doesn't make mistakes, that it just does it like this, and with luck you see, you enjoy the ride, wherever it goes, into longing and desire and separation and connection and food, no food, and sunshine and rain and snow and water. I mean, what a miracle. Going into water, I mean, air, you know, like all of it. And then it disappears, it recycles itself constantly. I mean, yeah, never boring.
No.
Yeah. And then having a conversation like this, so much gratitude. Beautiful entertainment.
For that, I'm really happy it did it all. Yeah, exactly. Because it's like it created this. So it's like, again, very, very, very clever. Oh, the connection. Yeah.
Very, very.
My connection is very unstable. I don't, it's frozen.
Now you froze.
Yeah, now it's, yeah.
No, you're back. You're back. Yeah.
Thank you so, so much.
Thank you. Yeah. And thanks for hosting us.
Oh, pleasure.
Okay.
I wish I could give you a big hug.
I feel so loved up and hugged by you. Yeah,
Oh,
thank
and
you.
Randy had his hand up, like a virtual hand. So I'm not sure about the format if we have to say something about that.
No, you don't say anything about it.
Okay, good.
All good. He will.
Yeah.
No, you did, which is really nice. I go back to gallery and maybe he still wants to talk. Where is he? Would you like to?
Well, the talking is always weird.
You want connection. Okay, let's see.
A lot being said regardless.
So really nothing needs to be done. It's just really sweet to hang out.
Of wanting to bring things in effect.
Yeah. As if being isn't enough.
There are still some
Yes. Yeah. And, we can play with that too. It's, like before, it's beautiful entertainment. And yeah.
Yeah, definitely entertainment, at least. Being in a Zoom call or company like this has that instant clarifying effect. And there's been almost like an obsession and concern with physical environments.
Mm-hmm.
Certain homes, and it's like, oh well, these Zoom calls are great, but mixing me all up. And there's that mix-up of intuition versus just separation mind stuff, where it's like, don't go there, you got to find a new place, and that activates that personal authorship more than anything. And yeah, it's like an obsession. It's like, well, I go here, that feels better. Feels better. All that, the camera, whatever. yeah, part of me, it's like I'm tired of all of that, even though it does feel distinct sometimes. Certain places feeling clear, or certain, you know, isn't it? It's like, oh, it's bad. And yeah, it's like I'm tired. I'm tired of that.
It's good to have a It's simple. It says, oh, I'm tired of that. The rest. It might start again running, checking out all those places. It might. And then it will tell you again, oh, gosh, I'm tired of it. Then you have a rest again. It's nice resting with you.
The person who introduced me to you and to Isaac, I spent a lot of time with him one-on-one, being very serious. It started out more of a playful, like, rest, more like this, and it got very serious. Like it got very, very urgent and serious. And
are you comfortable saying who it is?
he has been to Isaac's meetings before. This must have been very many years ago. His name was Matthias. He is no longer alive. He got very serious to the point where he became very ungrounded by any conventional standards.
Oh, sorry to hear.
He, at one point, he told me that I had a psychic virus, and he was very upset that I was not taking that seriously. And it's like, well, he has a point. I mean, I have spent some time taking that very seriously. And it's just comes to the point of more like exhaustion, but it's like, I can't fully write off that kind of serious angle.
Yeah, just noticing. I would say just noticing it and letting it do its thing. Just noticing, because something is reporting on it. Something is talking about it. Just staying with that. Yes, it's okay. For whatever reason it's doing that. It's okay. It's okay. You're here. In the midst of it, you're here. Viruses, bacteria, they all live together. Human body doesn't exist without them, or gets really sick when the bacteria gets out of whack. Yeah. Doesn't have anything to do with you, as far as I can see. It's okay like this.
The noticing of that secondary layer of the commentary, that might be everything in terms of when it becomes too serious or ungrounded.
Yeah.
That might be, yeah. it's actually really funny when it, when it's seen as not being like a rigid outer something. It's like not rigid at all.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, when it's seen from here. Yeah. When it's identified, oh gosh, it's very, very harsh. When it somehow steps out of that identification and sees from here, it's funny. It is funny. It's really very funny. Everything is very funny.
It's less than fully funny because I've seen it destroy people.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. I've seen that too. And I also know how it feels from the inside because I've been also on that side, you know, where something was very, very serious. And so, oh, wow, no seeing possible at all. So I guess, you know, we all have been everywhere. Thanks, Randy.
Thank you.
Marina.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Like to sit with you.
Love it. I love sitting with my favorite people.
Doesn't work.
How did you like that conversation with Eva?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very nice.
Mm. It's really interesting, huh? How, you know, whatever we are, live in these different realms. Huh? One that is totally separate, as a total separate being in a way, and then also the capacity of, wow, the everything, I mean, just the nothing, everything beyond words, can't even say connection or something like it. It doesn't count in that line. It's amazing, huh? And how it can jump from one to the other in a split of a second. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
gosh, man, just was in awe and heaven and awe. And here I am, oh, fearful and anxiety and gosh, all of it. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Just changes. Change. Mm.
And how much confusion it causes or can cause, you know, when it's been in that realm of interconnection and oneness, so-called oneness, in union, and then it finds itself here and it's just nothing else that it wants, just this union again. And can you give it to me?
Yeah.
Can you please? You, oh. Mm.
Feels nice energy in my legs and arms.
And how about that heart? That beautiful heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not sure if I feel this heart right now so much as my limbs.
Mm. I feel it. So how lucky that we're two. One feels the limbs and one feels the heart.
Mm. It's very, very peaceful today in this satsang. The nervous system feels peaceful.
Happy to hear. Gosh, how lucky is that?
For now. It's always for now, isn't it?
What's always for now? Gosh, what luck when the nervous system is at peace. Oh.
Only takes then a thought, doesn't it? And then it's like,
whatever it is. Yeah, it doesn't take much. Huh? It doesn't take much.
it's like a balm.
Mm. Mm. Looks so good on you.
Thank you. I could sit here forever, but
Me too.
it's, yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Marina.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Viresha.
Hi. Moin, moin.
Moin. Moin, moin.
Or did you hear Björn? Yeah, he also said moin.
Ah, yeah. Yes, I did hear that. Moin, moin.
Moin, moin.
Now he spoke Finnish. Wow. Yeah, I like to rest with you. A lot of energy in the air. Yeah, globally.
Yeah.
It's always in the months of the lion, right? So, yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah. So this forgiving and shame and guilt, it belongs, that's that's not what I am.
Mm.
So there's nothing to do, to work on healing, on forgiveness or something.
You know, if it comes to visit,
I got
we're not sending.
Huh.
Say again.
I got this advice from this woman who did the ancestral healing soul chart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was beautiful. I really could see my life story, and to be in the story became so clear. We had this conversation last time, you remember? You and
Yes,
me?
I do. I do remember, yes.
That's why I go on. And so beautiful that this happened, and I got it 31 pages. But she also said, I have to forgive my mother and grandmother, whatsoever, my brother. And I feel such a no resistance. No, that's not my truth. They gave me the shit. Even okay, there was no choice. I can see all this, but now to play, to do forgiveness, no, not at all. No, I step out of the story of the nightmare or something. Yeah, but I has to become really clear. That's why I speak about again. Yeah. Have you some words for this? That's not right.
Sounds very clear, Viresha. You don't want to do that, so you don't want to do that.
But if you would get this advices, maybe you would do this? Because
it's very hard to say. It's I don't know how, it's not that simple, let's say it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's not that simple. So I mean, I would look if there is something to forgive, and if there is something to forgive and it feels right in here, then it's right. But if not, then not. I'm very black and white in a certain way. I'm very simple. My system is very, 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 very. It's not complex at all.
Yeah.
So,
and
see, for me, would be more interesting because you said you feel resistance.
Yeah, to forgive somebody who gave me his shit. Something like this in the story.
So how do you sense that? How do you feel that? Because we know, just a clear boundary is as healthy as what? It's just okay, it's like when there's a dog that's biting you all the time. At one point you just don't let him into your house.
Yeah.
That's a clear boundary. It's like, it's very clear, no, this dog is always biting me, and no, I don't want him in my house anymore. The dog is not bad, or it's not a big deal in a way. It's just very clear. No, thank you. So if there's still something hanging in the air, there could be a gift.
Okay.
When I now make the dog wrong for his behavior, and I hate him from now on, then I know for me there's something to look at, because, you know, it's just a biting dog.
Yeah.
And I know with family it's not so easy, you know, if one is being mistreated by parents, that's harsh. That is not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy, and it's not just done with forgiving or something. It's not that easy. It's maybe, you know, what gets touched.
I got very, very verwirrt now.
Confused.
Yeah. Because actually there is nobody who could do something. I mean, I had this already with Isaac yesterday, and you know Isaac. I mean, he's really, if you think there is somebody who has money problems, my theme, then no peace, no money, no peace. So this was so to the point. So yeah, now I speak with you and I understand what you want to say, but so we play in the story or not? You know what I mean? There's both, everything and nothing, this again.
So, but we're playing with that because you're coming the second time with the same subject. So it's, you brought it in here. So, you know, if you don't want to play with that, you wouldn't bring it here, but you're bringing it, and you're bringing it a second time.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So then there is something to look at, because otherwise you wouldn't. Otherwise, you know, whoever can come into my house and tell me I have to forgive something, yeah, I can find that, you know, but I'm actually not really interested in it, or yeah, you know, whatever. It's like, it doesn't really touch, but it seems like it's touching something. That's how it seems. It's touching something, and it's coming the second time here to us. So what is it touching?
So I concentrate on the experience.
Yeah, no, there was a breath. Did you feel that breath? Oh, that's good.
I came in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're going deeper. Oh, you know, whatever it is. Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so clear. And I had already wonderful feedback yesterday. My brother called me after a long time after this, and it was so easy and peaceful and nice and okay.
Yeah.
So I could no forgiveness, nothing else. It's key. It's key.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you so much. All the others, I mean, we really do it together or whatsoever.
Yeah.
Walking others home, each other home. Yeah, that's something like this. Yeah. So beautiful. Thank you. Mm.
You're so welcome. Esther.
Hi, Meike.
Hi.
Hey. I was a little bit waiting for the perfect moment because I felt my attention was drawn away. It's never perfect enough, or it's always perfect. Yeah, the last one, I guess. I'm still distracted with the sounds here, so I have to feel the wall that it's safe for my sister, that the sound doesn't disturb. I'm still exercising with it.
Mm. Nice sitting with you, Esther.
Sorry?
Nice sitting with you.
Yes.
Mhm.
Gleichfalls. That's German. Eh?
Gleichfalls.
How? Gleichfalls.
Gleichfalls, yeah.
Oh, okay. Something like that.
Yeah, no, I understood. Gleichfalls. Mm. Thank you.
Thank you. Everyone. Yes.
Judith.
Hey, Meike.
Hello.
Hello, and hello, everyone. It's so beautiful to hear everybody speaking and just recognizing everything from the human also here. Like, yeah. This deep sense of longing for connection, the sense of seriousness.
Yeah.
yeah, there's so much that I can relate to.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm curious, is there also the knowing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the knowing that this is all appearing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that gives the relaxation around it, huh?
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it really is that. It swings backwards and forwards all the time. No? Then it stops at that longing and desire and just that whole rhyme, and then it swings and whoa. Yeah. Sometimes it hangs
and
out.
just in that midst, huh? How to just in the
in
midst of everything over and over again. Huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And in this moment, I feel something with my eyes, a bit watery, and also a little bit not totally clear, something a little bit vaguer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it will change again.
Yes, it will change. It's just now what.
Yeah.
Okay, I just recognize it.
Yeah. And acknowledge and share. Yeah. And then it starts breathing.
And I feel a bit tension here in the face. Yeah. And also some acknowledgement.
It's a bit of yeah.
Oh yes.
Little rub.
A little rub and yeah.
A bit of love.
The jaws, a bit of love.
Yeah.
Ooh. Now the hand wants to go here. Yeah. Oh. Now I feel a little bit in the heart, kind of something.
Yeah. And that's also, that's just tiny little bit of the whole thing. No?
Yeah.
I mean, not to make it small, but
No,
it's
that's
so
yeah.
much going on.
Yeah.
Huh? Mm. They're beautiful heart flowers.
Hand moves to the belly.
Mm. Mm. How are the eyes now?
You're still a little bit blurry. It's more blurry. It's like
You don't need glasses, huh?
I have lenses in. I have them in. Yeah.
Okay, you have them in.
Yeah. Comfortable. I started very late with lenses, but now it doesn't need to have the glasses on and off and on and off and on my head. All those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. It's resting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's good like this.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Hello.
Hello. It was a very, or it is a very beautiful satsang. Very,
yeah. We're so lucky, huh?
Yeah. I think for me, especially when Eva was speaking about certain things, that touches also some things in my system.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm not sure if I can speak about it now, but it's like I kind of felt a lack of intimacy and these kind of things, and there's like a longing. There's a longing for it, but also I don't want to be dependent on my partner, for example, to get those kind of things. I also want to be more on my own 2 feet and connection with everything else to not have a dependency like that.
Yeah.
Because that's so tricky in a relationship to have this kind of, and it's that's playing quite a lot. And I'm a little bit tired also of it. And I think, okay, I think for me, it's more important to find my own love, live from my heart more, and just find my own, you could say, happiness in that sense, and not have that kind of dependency. Although it's also from another point of view, it's quite natural and it's also normal, but yeah, it's what we spoke about. Like from one point of view, it's okay. Another point of view, it's also needed. But yeah. So that's playing quite a lot. And I feel more that my system also wants to just being able to rest myself and less dependency, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, even that, calling us being dependent. It's only when there's a sense of separation. Huh? Otherwise, there is just flow. There is no independence. There's no dependence and there's no independence. There is just interaction constantly. One doesn't exist without the other, isn't it? It's just when there is a felt sense hidden, and you said normal. It is so normal that most of us don't even feel the pain of it so strongly. There is that sense of separation. Otherwise, there would not be that longing for someone, something, isn't it? I'm exploring that myself again and again. I just know when there is a sense of, that all is well.
Then it's fine. Yeah. Mm.
How does that come? Huh? How does that come to visit? And then it's fine. You know that feeling. You know that sense. It doesn't have to do with yourself. It doesn't have to do with anything in a way. It's just, whoa, all is well. Yeah. How does it do that?
I wish I knew. I really, that's the right thing.
I wish too. I wish too. But we just had it. We just had it there. We just had it.
Yeah.
It just opened up there for that. Wow.
But it's
for moments,
and that's like, and especially if you're not in something, especially not connected with this, then it's, there's a lot more.
Then the party starts.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, and then relationships. It's so true.
It's so yeah.
All of a sudden.
I think for us, with Corona, a lot have changed also. I mean, Sylvie changed quite a lot. Her viewpoints didn't really match my viewpoints and nuance. I'm a little bit more nuanced in that way. But she really felt a fire for a certain direction, and I didn't feel that fire in myself. So we also got quite separated in a way, and that triggered that lack of affection, lack of intimacy, because it was quite distant. We're quite playing around with that to see, okay, where can we find each other again? Because it also feels we lost each other in that whole story, in that whole thing, and so that's not always that easy. So.
No, I understand. Yeah. And for me, the question, from where I'm looking right now is, it looks like that there has been space for all of that, even going a bit of different directions, but, you've got your home and there's even space for that. And then you will see, if it comes together again, or if it, how it moves.
Yeah.
How it moves. What you do know, that's at least how it looks from here, is that there is a deep connection between you and your partner. If that is true. That's always the most important in a way. Huh?
Yeah, I think also that it's, but it's then, I think it has been, there are a lot of layers on top, and that layers have been building. Now we have to look at it, how we can have less layers. Less playing between us, because the deep connection is there.
Yes.
But it's,
That's the most important, Jeroen. That's the most important. That there is a deep connection between the two of you. Isn't it? If that wasn't there, you would not look at each other anymore. You would not even talk to each other. So that's there. And then, there's the play. There's the play of life. And it plays you. And it's playing all of us who find each other in a relationship with one person. And I can sing you songs about it.
I'm sure we can share a lot about this.
Just now.
Everybody can. I think everybody who's in that. For everyone the same.
And it's so sweet how you bring it. I so love how vulnerable you show yourself, and man, it's very, very sweet. Very, very beautiful.
But also very painful in certain
I
way.
know. Man.
You have time to explore it all, but it's like,
And here again, everybody here who is in a relationship or has had relationships knows this. So you're not alone in that. I can promise you that. And if I know it all, I've been there.
Yeah, with Isaac as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
definitely gone through all that stuff, tried everything, explored everything.
Yeah, but also in some way it's also healthy. I don't think it's all bad, because there's also like over time in a relationship is also there's so many ties between you and your partner, and I think that has been a little bit resolved. So that's the but now we have to see, okay, what's still left in a way, because it's so independent in a way that is like
it will show you. It will show you. It will show you, you know, and you might go separate ways for a bit, and you might come together again, or you might, you know, whatever. If I don't know if there's an openness for that.
Yeah, I think so. But I also asked myself, do you want to continue or not? And there was a strong feeling like, yes, no, this is. I would definitely don't want to do something else, but
yeah, good. That's clear for now. That's clear for now. Yeah, so that's what you know, and you know that something is really painful. Yeah, but it feels also different already.
Yeah, I think we had also a good conversation the last couple of days, and I feel a lot more space and loving myself to just but I don't know, it can change any minute or anything, so I don't know how it will evolve, but yeah, at the moment it's quite good.
Yeah. And you wish each other well?
Yes.
Oh my God. Jeroen, that is so beautiful. You wish each other well. Oh my God. That touches deeply. You wish each other well. And right now you're on that kind of journey, also together, even it might seem that it's separate, but you're also together on this journey.
Yeah, my real interest is also to be just find more happiness and love and joy in myself, and to be more on my own 2 feet. That's the
You're not on your own 2 feet? You're not on your own 2 feet?
Yeah, more and more, but not always. That's why what I mean with you're sometimes so dependent on what the environment or the other person is doing, that it's like why do you get so much knocked off your feet if something happens? And I mean more like that, like be with yourself more, because there's so much going on, not just with your partner, but also other things. So just be there with yourself, and you know,
I get it.
and not get too much.
Not so away from yourself. Yeah, oh, fantastic! What an invitation it is. Yeah, so that's one of the gifts it brings. You're more on your own with yourself.
Yeah. Sorry, I know we are running out of time.
Say again.
And we're running out of time. Sorry.
No, if there's still something to say, you know, I'm happy to sit a little longer. It's very easy for me. I'm pretty sure it's interesting for everybody. You know, the relating thing is so tricky. I mean, what I hear is actually really, really beautiful, even though it might not feel like that. But what I hear is that there is a very deep connection between you two, and that you wish each other well on this journey. That is, you know, that's a foundation that holds everything. And of course, you never know the outcome. And the third thing was, you said, you're coming more to yourself. You're taking more care about yourself.
Yeah, that's also what I really would like, because else it's, that's the interest, I could say,
Yeah, that's, you know, whatever causes the difficulty and the pain, the gift are these three things.
Mm.
It's wonderful. For me, it's wonderful. Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm just going with what's the information you gave me. And then of course there are longings and desires and all of those things, but at the same time it feels like something is coming more together.
Yeah, we'll see how things evolve. Yeah.
Yeah. It might not look the way you think it should look. Maybe it will look differently. You know?
Mm.
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 Giving you a big, big hug. I wish I could give you a big, big hug.
Thank you.
Mm. Mm. Yeah.
That's okay for now.
Yeah, I can feel it. Yeah. Thanks, Yaron.
Mm.
Mm. What an exquisite meeting with you all again. Yeah, love and peace. Shall we?